Do you think the Warriors are going to trade Draymond Green this offseason, man? It's gotten awkward. He punched Jordan Poole, and then the video got leaked. Who leaked it? I have my thoughts. People that probably had possession of it. And then they haven't extended his contract. He clearly wants that. He's gotten so upset about this. It seems like he's putting himself like above the team, punching dudes, doing the podcast, getting kicked out, stomping dudes. I mean, like, he doesn't care at all anymore. Can they repair this relationship, or do they trade him?
No, I think after he did that punch, I was like, all right, and I always felt like I was a big Draymond Green defender, but the last like year and a half, he's gotten a little too much for me. It's like, all right, Draymond, come on, it's real. Now it feels like you're trying too hard. And then he did that, and it's like, wow, you don't do that, man. You don't do that to your teammate / brother, especially when you're a leader. And I remember Marcus Thompson, maybe it was Marcus Thompson, or someone who's very close to, like, wrote about like hella players look at that as like, wow, we felt. Well, no, it was Marcus Thompson. I remember reading it. It was a beautiful article about like we felt like we look at him different now because he's supposed to be the big unk. It's like I get like Jordan Poole was probably being annoying and cynical in that moment, whatever. It's like, dude, at that point you're supposed to pull him aside and be like, "Yo, calm the hell down." Not just for
you're not 25 anymore, man. You're 32, and you're supposed to be wise, gray bearded, and control your emotions, poised.
And look, I guess we've forgotten too that Jordan Poole pushed him, but it was like one of those like, man, forget you, like really, like come on, like we're just gonna. Like
Jordan Poole wasn't expecting a fight or trying to start a fight.
No one does in the NBA. NBA is soft, man. This is why they proved it right now with this Draymond Green suspension. It's like I would expect someone to punch Jordan Poole back if it was like another fellow bench player like him. Yeah. Not Draymond. Draymond's supposed to be like the leader in the team. They always say this, and it's like he's supposed to be like, yo, you better calm your ass down.
It's almost like the coach punching Jordan Poole, right? Like he's the coach. Yeah.
It's just,
like if anyone were the player coach on the Warriors, like Bill Russell was in the 60s and 70s or whenever he was, it would be Draymond. But you can't be punching your players, Draymond. You can't. I don't know how they replace him, though. I feel like replacing Draymond is at least two players. He's your center, and he's a guy who can move Steph off the ball, bring the ball up the court, lead the fast break, pass. You know what I'm saying? Like who? Also, if he's available, I could see a lot of teams wanting Draymond Green. I feel, he loves LeBron, but dude, Lillard would kill for Draymond Green. I bet you Lillard feels the difference between Steph Curry and his career is Draymond Green, because Lillard has to do everything. What if he got to play with Draymond and Draymond got to take the ball up the court and Lillard got to play off the ball? Just saying. I bet you that's what he thinks. Maybe he might be right. He might not be right.
I'm just dead set that he's going on Lakers. LeBron's going to do everything in his power to use his magical wand to get whatever he wants and bring him over.
JCK510 says, okay, but with the way Poole has regressed, maybe the punch was justified.
The regression had to happen after.
Or maybe he regressed because Draymond punched him in the face and he lost confidence because no one in the organization really stuck up for him. I mean, the organization basically, someone in the organization leaked it probably, and he was embarrassed. And they didn't really do anything to Draymond. So that further embarrassed Jordan Poole, made him feel like, not that important. Even though they gave him money.
You little boyed him. He just became the embarrassment of the NBA for that whole month. And it's like, now everyone's going to hold that against you. You're going to have random rival fans talking about, like, you got punched. That's forever.
You got punched.
And tattoos.
Not even just random rival fans, but random rival players. What do you think they say to him on the court? Hey, how are things with you and Draymond?
Damn. Yeah.
That's all you got to say, right? How are things doing, Draymond? You work that out?
Just mention little things like tiptoe around
What's up? Hey, why did he do that to you? Why did he punch you? I saw that was messed up. Why did he?
Hey, you gonna pass?
Hey man, why did he do that to you, dog? I'm on your side.
Damn. Yeah, that's just so much like mind-boggling mental stuff, and it's like
if they trade Draymond, their dynasty's over. They were not a dynasty until they got Draymond. They haven't won shit without him. He might be nuts. He might be out of control. They're not winning another championship if they trade him. That's my prediction. They better not.
If he comes back, he's gotta be cheaper. They can't be giving him like all this astronomical money, like market value. It's like he's not worth that anymore. They
gotta make sure he's not putting himself above the team anymore either. It seems like
they can't control that. Otherwise, they would have been out, right?
Jumped the shark a little bit. Like, because you want edgy Draymond. Edgy Draymond's good, but he feels like he's gone beyond the edge a little bit right now. I mean, it seemed like he was begging to get suspended when he started yelling at the crowd, right? I mean, Adam Silver's there. How much do you not give a fuck, Draymond? Because you didn't ever, but now it seems like you really don't. And you got to give a fuck a little bit in life sometimes. Frankie HB says, what if the whole team wanted to punch Poole and Draymond just took care of business? Poole seems low-key annoying. then fine. But you don't have a cohesive team with good chemistry, and you can't all of a sudden act surprised when you're down 2-0 to the Kings in the first round of the playoffs. Oh, you didn't respect the process of building a team and winning a championship this year. You didn't. You just didn't. And I didn't need to watch every regular season game to know that. Did you? No.
Jordan Poole, though, man. Talk about a regression. And I loved him last year. He was sweet. He was amazing. That Memphis Grizzlies series, but not even just that, just the whole playoffs last year and parts of the regular season. It was like, I was a fan. And then all of a sudden, and I sympathized with him. I was on his side on the Draymond thing. It's kind of hard pressed to think no one is. But anyways, after watching like the last like 3 months, especially, it's like, the first half of the season, it's like, okay, maybe he's just rusty, he's shaking off. I didn't blame him for that, right? The mental aspect. And then it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's the final seconds of the quarter, and you're there with Steph Curry, and you're just over there like, I'm going to take it. I'm seeing so much Russell Westbrook, OKC, Kevin Durant, everything. It's like, I don't care if I got a significantly better player than me. I got this. It's like, I get on occasions, but constantly, consistent. The intellect, dude. They're talking about his foot's half. It's like you're driving into the lanes out of control. It's like the shooting early in the shot clock. It's just his game's just infuriating me now. It's like it doesn't look like the same Jordan Poole in the past. And you see what happened.
Also, you mentioned what the hell does Steve Kerr do? What the hell is Steve Kerr do? Like Draymond Green's yelling at the crowd, and Steve Kerr's standing there like an idiot doing nothing.
I'm saying they let him do that. I think he's openly admitted that we just let him do what he wants.
Great. Well, then what do you do? He's the coach then. He's the coach of the team. What do you do? So I don't know. Jeffrey Ray says, we are playing poker, get dealt a hand of cards, and get a little bet a little too much. Do we fold and lose it all or go all in, bluff, and see if the cards fall in our favor? Too much invested in trade to not try. Man, that's tough to follow. Playing poker, dealt a hand of cards, bet a little too much. Do we fold and lose it all or go all in, bluff, and see if the cards fall in our favor? Too much invested in trade to not try. I like it. I read it twice. Very much invested.
You don't get it because you don't play poker. That's why I got it.
Okay, that's the show. Thanks for listening to us talk basketball. If the Warriors lose this series and the Kings win, I'm still gonna talk about the Kings. I'm interested in the Kings. I feel like that's a team that's going places.
Year, man.
They're very fun. So I'm not gonna stop talking about basketball until both of those teams are out this year. I feel like a lot of Niner fans are interested in the Kings. And I'm interested in the Kings. And I'm not a Warrior fan. If people think I'm a Warrior fan because I'm defending Draymond Green, I respect him because I consider him an all-time great player. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm not a fan of the Warriors at all. In fact, it amuses me to watch Steve Kerr and this team, Joe Lacob, kind of get what they deserve after what they did to their bench and how they treated this entire season. The James Wiseman thing, that's what you get. You held on to him 2 years too long, and you finally realized that you can't really work with young players. You have no vets on your bench who are any good. Look at the Lakers. They got that Hachimura guy. Why do the Warriors get him? He's good.
I've seen so many fans talk about, like, why can't we just get one more additional, like, solid role big player, like a 3 or a 4 guy?
Otto Porter Jr. was decent last year.
He was really good.
Where's that guy? Anthony Lamb? I guess to see if he can do that.